Heyo, so as I mentioned last week, this week's video is some junk journaling, specifically from my trips back in August for the My Chemical Romance concert. I was in Philadelphia from August 13th to August 16th, and I kept an entire side bag of stuff from my junk journal. And as you can see from the beginning flip through since the last time you saw, I have definitely made a dent in this journal. I am loving junk journaling, and it's probably one of my favorite hobbies to do right now. But I wanted to talk about the trip and go through the pages. So the first page you're going to see me doing is stuff related to the hotel we stayed in, and we didn't stay in there long, mostly because it's a hotel. You're really just supposed to sleep there. We spent a lot of our time out and doing things, but this one specific spread was just things about the hotel, some things I did and all that. Like, technically the fruit snacks were from the ride. We stopped at a Wawa and I was starving, so I got some fruit snacks. We get to the hotel and it felt like a moment to breathe, which is really just that little coffee holder they give you by their coffee machine. We didn't use the coffee machine, we just took the holder and the napkins and everything. The hotel also had complimentary water bottles for every person who walked in, so when we got there we got cold water and it was the best feeling. Considering we had to walk like a block and a half from our car parking garage to the hotel, that water was really nice. And you know, that was the little key card holder because we were at the Marriott Bonvoy. It was a Fairfield by Marriott, but the Marriott Bonvoy is the little key card thingy they gave you. And yes, I did take the fucking soap bar wrapper because free soap is always a plus at a hotel. We didn't take the second bar, unfortunately, because my partner didn't like it. And I'm not going to bring something back to the house that only I'm going to use, even though I probably should have, but it's fine. And then the other water bottle label is from, we bought a case of water to bring with us because my brother was going to be there, and we just wanted to get some stuff ready. I also did do some self-care when I was there, which is that foot peel mask. And I liked it because the outside pattern was shiny, and I did not end up using that at all, but it's fine considering how icky, low-key that hotel was. It was a nice stay. Like, it was a small room. It was a lot smaller than I expected, and I'm more pissed off than my brother, who I booked his room for him, got the better room. Like, okay, go off, king. It was just a little squishy, and besides the parking not being viable, it was all right. But for most of the trip, we did end up, besides like the concert stuff, we did go around, and what I just realizing now I did not include in this spread, like recorded, is my Adventure Aquarium spread. So the first day we got there was nothing, and then the second day we went to the Adventure Aquarium in Camden, New Jersey, and that is when I proposed to my now fiance. But for that spread, I actually did it at the kitchen counter with them, which was done after I had filmed this. So they bought a bunch of those collectible pennies, and I did some crayon rubbings of them, put them in the journal, and made it look like a bunch of fish at the aquarium, and it looks really cute. It looks stupid, but it looks cute, I think. But back to the actual spread, the second spread is stuff we had gotten to eat or drink or what have you on this trip. Like on the spread with this, there's that pink bag in the back. That was a pink bag from a local bakery that was literally a block from our hotel room. We got cupcakes to celebrate our engagement. But after the aquarium, we actually went to the terminal, the Grand Terminal Market, I believe it's called. I talked about that. My friend works there, and she had given me some free ice cream, so I put the little ice cream logo from that job there. We went to go get coffee at this place called Jiggy. Well, my partner had coffee, I had tea. That night, we also had gotten steaks from this place called Oregon Steaks. It's on 10th and Oregon. It was really good. And I feel like I'm just reading my spread and I'm jumping around because in that terminal market, there was this place called Sweetest Fudge Candy Shop. Some of the best creme brulee fudge I've ever had. It was so cute. And they had these blueberry yogurt dip pretzels, delicious. So I put the bag over top of the pink bag as the background, along with the cheesesteaks and all that. Is it really a trip or a vacation anywhere if you don't have really crappy Chinese food on the first day you're there? So my fortune cookies are in there. Also, they forgot my Chinese food, like my order, so that was lit. And the Smart Water label is from the Adventure Aquarium. We had the same water, it was the same Smart Water at the concert, so I figured I'd just use the one label. Then after the concert, we got back. I'm still mad. I'm still gonna be fuming about this for a while. So my brother was there. He was supposed to help me do the proposal in the aquarium, and then he bailed on me. He was on the other side of the aquarium when I'm texting him. So I did it with an employee. And then at the concert, we're like, oh, we're gonna Uber separate and then Uber back together because it'll be cheaper and, you know, safety in numbers. So after the concert ends, I go to call my brother and I'm like, where are you? And he goes, oh, we already left. He left 20 minutes before the show even really ended and was just gone. So my partner and I are trying to figure out where the rideshare lot is. We're freaking out. Uber keeps dropping us and they're asking for like $75 for an Uber ride. We're standing in this fucking parking lot for 45 minutes. I ended up paying $65 for an Uber ride, but I had to wait 45 minutes for this dude to get to the lot. He gets us back to the hotel around midnight. So then my partner and I each go to shower, and we're like, we want Taco Bell, so we go to order Taco Bell. Taco Bell actually dropped our order, and then I reordered it on my app. So 3 hours and almost $40 later, we got all of our stuff together, we got our Taco Bell, and then we went to bed, and we had to get up early to leave. So that was an adventure that I'm not willing to have again. I mean, the concert, yes, absolutely best time of my life. My Chemical Romance was, of course, amazing. Alice Cooper opened, and his guitarist was really, really pretty. My partner and I sitting there like, oh no. But honestly, walking around Philly was so freaking fun. I went from a small town to suburbia, so that's like not normal for me, but I'm absolutely loving my experience in Philly, besides like, you know, crackheads and people asking you for money. And one of the buildings next door to us caught fire the first night. I swear to God, we heard gunshots because you just heard 2 loud bangs. And the next thing you know, police and ambulance are going down the way. We're like, oh, okay, this is fine. So the trip itself was good. People, not really so much, but it's fine. Third page I did in this journal, receipts. I tried to keep as many of the receipts I could. Like I kept my Grubhub orders. A lot of the coffee places did not give us receipts. And now that I think about it, I don't think they gave us any. They didn't give me any of my my little ticket orders. I lost them. I don't know where they went, but it's fine. But I'm like, just at first I put down the pink bag and then the more the Oregon Steaks bag because I thought it wouldn't cover up as much of the background, but it did. So it kind of got put down for nothing, but it's fine. But yeah, I have the receipts from Grubhub with the Wawa I got the fruit snacks in, more fucking parking passes, and then my Adventure Aquarium receipt, and my fucking glitter glue stained this spread. So there's just like little blue or little red bits of glitter everywhere. So it's fine. It's pretty. I like it. And then the last spread in this journal for this video is a McDonald's spread because when we got up from like getting ready to leave, it was our last day. We went to bed at 3 a.m. We got up at like 9. My partner, I don't know how the fuck they did it. They didn't fall asleep until like 5. I was clocked out. So they had to drive us all the way back, and we decided we need to get to Route 30 because we're not taking I-81 all the way back to Maryland. The Lincoln Highway is just so much easier than I-81. So we're like, okay, we have to go past the King of Prussia. So I ended up putting in for the King of Prussia McDonald's because we were starving. We didn't eat breakfast that morning. So we stopped there. And it was honestly some of the best McDonald's ever. And the bag was so cute. It was like this McDonald land theme. So there was like all these little funky characters on it and everything. And it was just so cute. So I put my receipt order in there. Some of the things that I had threw out my fry container because it was gross. But I kept the salt packet. But I like this spread. I think it's cute. And it's like my 4th or 5th McDonald's spread because I did the Happy Meal one. But it's fine. But yeah, those were the 4 spreads I did for this trip to Philly. It was a really, like I said, it was a really nice trip. I loved hanging out with just my partner. And this was like my first trip without like a parent there because normally my mother would go. I'm still not on speaking terms with my mother right now. It was nice to just be able to prove that I could do something without her. I handled it very well. Everything was totally chill and taken account for. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my partner for driving to Philly and back. Bless their heart. I am mad that I paid about $100 in parking for 3 days, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, that was probably the best trip of my life because now I'm engaged. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching and seeing yet another journal spread. I will see you guys next week. Like I said, it's currently August 23rd. I don't know what I have planned next, but I will figure it out as we go. Bye.